This is Michael Today of the Copenhagen Voice. I'm with Ulla Tørnæs, Minister of Development Affairs, at a conference on aid to Africa. Ulla Tørnæs, the Africa Commission has 5 recommendations today. How do they combine with the recent civil society strategy for Africa?
They are very closely linked. I mean, the civil society strategy will be implemented as we have discussed with the civil society, and nothing is going to be changed in that perspective. What the Africa Commission is about is about finding some very concrete and implementable recommendations where we can put a stronger focus on economic growth in Africa and on job creation, because we think this is the main challenge for Africa. It is how to foster economic growth that can help creating jobs, and by this reducing poverty. This is absolutely what Africa needs at this very moment.
But how does then the civil society strategy work, because the concentration there is on Africa?
But civil society, I mean, we will continue our work with civil society, both here in Denmark, of course, involving Danish NGOs in our development cooperation, in the different projects, etc., etc. But it also goes hand in hand with civil society in Africa, where it's very, very important that we have a strong focus on civil society as a very important pillar in society as such.
Are you afraid that the economic meltdown that we're seeing internationally at the moment will be a stumbling block for aid?
I see the actual situation, the financial crisis and the economic situation as a reason for, as an even stronger reason for having a strong focus on strengthening the private sector in the developing countries, because it is through economic growth in the private sector that we, in the best way, can assist reducing poverty.
Will Denmark try to work with the trade organizations to break down the barriers that there are both in the world and in the EU?
Oh yes, indeed. I mean, Denmark has been a strong, very much involved in the trade negotiations, and we are a strong believer in more free trade worldwide, and this is why it's so, I mean, unlucky that we haven't managed to reach a global agreement on trade. I'm thinking of the Doha development round that was supposed to have been finished a couple of years ago, but which we haven't succeeded in, and I think, or I believe that development assistance can do a lot, but more trade with developing countries, more trade especially with Africa, can do even more.
I read the other day that cash aid is not the only way. Supplying systems so that developing countries can prove that they meet up to requirements.
Oh yes, that is part of it. I mean, we have to make sure that African products can be exported to Europe and elsewhere, and through our development assistance, we can assist African companies in making sure that they meet the quality criteria, etc., etc. And we have actually some success stories to tell in this field, but we would like to broaden it out and get even more successes in this field.
What about money? Do you have any ideas of the budget for next years for Africa?
I can tell you that this year the Danish development budget is corresponding to 15.3 billion Danish kroner, and the Danish government has announced that we would like to see an increase in our development budget in terms of the percentage of our GNI, and at this moment the development budget, the ODA, represents 0.82% of our GNI.
Okay. For the Tørnæs, thank you.
Thank you.
Michael Today for the Copenhagen Voice.